Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kaya from Rainbow Readings. Welcome to my very first upload on my new YouTube channel, Rainbow Readings. If you feel called to stick around, please do. Today we're going to be doing a intuitive tarot and oracle reading using different tarot cards for each pile. I will have you intuitively pick either of these 4 piles, and I will leave the timestamps down below if you would like to hop on over to your video. So we are doing the Cancer new moon today. For the first pile, we have, I think this is a form of Sodalite and the Fablemakers Tarot. I'm just gonna pull the first card off the top just so you can get a better look at the deck. For the Fablemakers Tarot, it has this animated art style to it. I mean, what's not to love? I'm not sure the name of this crystal. My boyfriend got it for me and it's very shiny and pretty, so I'm gonna label it Shiny Pretty Black Boy. As well as the miniature Zodiac Tarot. Here we have the 6 of Pentacles. I want you to feel as intimately connected to the deck as possible, so take your time if you need it. Then for the third pile, we have this Labradorite stone, as well as this Might Hurt Tarot. Ah, look at the Empress. She is lovely. Next, for our last and 4th pile, we have this Selenite wand that has been loved to pieces. So sorry about the little black marks on there, tried and true. And then we have the classic standard Rider-Waite tarot deck at the end here. Can't go wrong. All right, you guys. Well, I will see you in each of your individual readings. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. I forgot to mention that the Cancer new moon will be on July 14th. So just for some additional details for those of you who don't follow lunar astrology closely. And we're going to start by looking at your oracle cards. So I pulled some for you just to get a little energy check-in for what will be going on for you today, and then we will get into the tarot. For our first card, we have Melanosis, Darkening. I will also be leaving all of the decks that I used in the captions down below. We have Multidimensionality. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. Let's see, put that up here. Get a good spread going for you. The layout is so important. We got 2 Moonology cards that popped out. So we have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back with the South Node. And then New Moon in Scorpio, Work Through Your Fears. I love the purple tying into this. For our Mudra card, forgive me if I don't pronounce this correctly, but we have the Shank Mudra. Here, I might put this over here. And then for our tea leaf cards, we have Vacation and Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Alrighty. I hope everyone can see everything okay, but we are gonna go ahead and get started. So For you, my pile ones, I feel as though you may be encountering some shadow work or doing some work around speaking your truth, being authentic. You may be running into some conversations, possibly in the workplace, that challenge you to step up, to speak your truth, as well as uncover some of maybe an avoidance wound. It could be that there has been a difficulty in confrontation in the past. With the Shank Mudra, a big part of this is speaking your truth, stepping up, and not letting fear block you from your own personal self-expression. And with this Melanosis card, and again, the New Moon in Scorpio card, really all of these cards on the left here, including the Melanosis and Darkening card, talk about uncovering your truth. There may be a revelation that comes up for this Cancer new moon. Intuitively, I have gotten that this Cancer new moon is going to help us to be more emotionally vulnerable. The new moon is at home under the sign of Cancer. So we could be called to go deep into our past, to which Cancer and the moon all have to do with the past. This can talk about nostalgia, childhood memories, childhood wounds, things that have been holding us back from stepping into a more empowered version of ourselves. And then with this multidimensionality, I'm wondering if maybe you're doing some energy work around this, or maybe you're a channeler yourself. It could be that you have your own tarot business, or you speak publicly, and maybe you work with spirit directly one-on-one. It could be that you're somewhat of a co-creator yourself, that you're someone who uses their voice for business. There's an essence here of needing to be strategic. I felt called to pull another tea leaf oracle card, and we got woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So maybe it's somebody in your life who, of course, is a woman, that you need to have a difficult conversation with. It could be that you're in business with this person and you're being called to speak your truth. Maybe it would be good for you to take a little bit of a break or take some rest before having this conversation, with vacation and kite coming out here. But I really do feel like you are uncovering some pretty deep woundings within your subconscious, but also as well as maybe this could be past life for you with this multidimensionality card coming out. It could be that this is something that your soul came here to earth to work through. So especially with this South Node talks about past lives as well, past life karma. So I'm wondering if there's some really deep past life stuff that you're working through this Cancer new moon. This is definitely not a pile for the week. You will know if this pile is for you if you're going through a pretty powerful transformative period in your life right now. You're feeling called to step into your own personal empowerment, to be authentic, and to lead by example. This is a really powerful pile to start off with, so I'm really excited to get into you guys's tarot. So yeah, give me a second and I will be right back. All right, welcome back, pile number one. You guys picked a pretty awesome first deck to start with. It is the Fablemakers Tarot. And the Fablemakers Tarot is just so phenomenal. The animation that has been done on it is truly awesome. But let's see, let's get with your guides, angels, ancestors within your highest good and healing only. What do you have for our pile number ones? For starters, we have the Knight of Swords coming out. Gorgeous. What do they need to know about this upcoming Cancer new moon? And what guidance gives them? We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is just immediately clarifying that there's going to be some kind of conversation, message that you will be having on the Cancer new moon, which is funny because during this Cancer season, we have Mercury in retrograde going on right now in the sign of Cancer, so it will be conjunct that at some point. Let's see. What else do we have here? I wonder when that ends. I should have checked before I started this video. I apologize. What else do we have for our pile number ones within their highest good and healing only? We have the Three of Wands coming out. And let's get one more. And we have the Queen of Coins. I love that little bunny that hops into the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to get the glare out. Yeah, the animation is truly just stunning on this deck. Worth every penny. Okay, so pile number one, let's go ahead and get started. We have the Tower on the bottom, which I feel like is worth noting. So I do feel like there's going to be some pretty drastic, unexpected communication that you might be dealing with around this Cancer new moon, especially whenever it comes to your business. This is just going to be clarified with the Queen of Coins here. So business, work, your co-workers, maybe it's a boss or somebody like a mentor that you look up to. It could be that this is a mother figure for you, or somebody who just feels quite maternal towards my pile number ones. I feel as though there may be a pretty quick conversation coming in. Maybe this is one that's going to require you to speak radically and very honestly, to ask yourself truthfully, how do you feel about a situation, and to plan ahead for the road before you. It could be that Spirit is asking you to reevaluate some business plans. Say you went into a business partnership with somebody, and you just don't see yourself working together anymore. It could be that you're going on your new business venture and you need to cut somebody out of that plan as well. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here. Spirit, can we get a clarifier for the Knight of Swords? Okay. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Holy moly. Pile number ones, what are you getting into? We gonna need a bigger boat. We gonna need a bigger boat. Interesting. I brought my my Moonstone Shark out here, so we're channeling Jaws apparently. Okay, let's see. Page of Swords. What do we have for you guys? Ooh. We have the Queen of Chalices. Queen of Cups. The Three of Wands. We have the World. Wow. Pile number one, whatever you're getting into around this Cancer new moon is pretty significant. You may be having a really important conversation this Cancer new moon. You may be receiving some kind of offer from somebody who maybe you work with or has the desire to work with you, I feel like they're coming in with a really powerful and lucky offer. One that may be changing your business or just the direction that you thought you were going. Your life is changing this Cancer new moon, friends. I just saw 555 on the clock too. Okay. Queen of Coins. Get a clarifier there. Lots of queens here. You're definitely being asked to step into your receiving energy. Wow. Know that whatever offer is coming in, you are more than worthy of it. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords here. Interesting. As well as the Hermit card. Both of these came up upright. So we've had no reversals in this pile, so that's really interesting. I do take reversals. Wow. Maybe you're feeling called to go on your own journey. I really feel like a very powerful shift is happening in your life. And with this shift, it may bring a closing out of a business relationship, of just, there may just be a part of your life that's ending significantly, or a significant relationship is ending. But like, there is a whole world out there for you. This has a really bittersweet energy to it of like, yes, something is ending, but it's like you're stepping out of a small pond into the Pacific Ocean. Whatever is coming your way, it may require you to listen to your own inner truth, listen to your intuition, and wherever your spirit team is pulling you towards. This may come at the cost of an ending, of maybe, like, say you put in a couple of really good years at a job that was temporary, but the people treated you well. It was the best boss that you ever had. It does seem like you're going through this kind of, yes, something is ending, and there is a bittersweet energy to it, but whatever is coming in is even better. So take your time. It could be that you're planning on traveling too. Like, this opportunity that comes in requires you to move, especially with the Three of Wands and the World coming out here, and the Wheel of Fortune. I believe all of these talk about travel. And whatever it is that's coming in, it's coming in hot. So I don't know. I'm really excited for you, but there's definitely this bittersweet energy coming out with the the Ten of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, something is ending, but something is replacing this, and I do feel like you will have more time, more energy, more authenticity, and possibly even alignment with whatever this is. And I don't necessarily feel like whatever's coming through is going to end badly. Like, I do feel like it is requiring you to have some kind of difficult conversation or intimacy. Excuse me, I'm getting a sip of my coffee. But yeah, I think it's just about knowing and believing in your time, your energy, and your worth. There may need to be some serious conversations that have to be held. But I do feel like it's kind of a no-brainer here. It's like you have to take this opportunity, you know? So, yeah. I'm going to see if I can get a few more cards just to get some additional guidance for you guys. But, King of Wands. Wow. This may require you to take some kind of action. This may be a leadership position. I'll put this over here. Just holding it out the middle. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got quite a bit of cards here. So wow, King of Chalices coming out too. So many court cards. Oh my goodness. This seems to be like a huge character development point in your life. Like you are stepping from this student energy to a leader of some sort. We have the Five of Chalices in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're finally understanding that like everything happens for a reason. Oh yeah, you're healing, pile one. This is going to be a really validating and healing opportunity. And I think, and I kind of peeked here, but we have the Lovers coming out. Like this opportunity that's coming in is just so aligned with who you truly are. And then we have Justice. Wow. There is just a really beautiful and powerful divine opportunity that is coming through, and I feel like it is so aligned with the nakedness of who you are and the person you want to be that there's just like there's no saying no. But at the same time, like it does mean that some things have to change, but those things are so minuscule and minute in comparison to the new chapter that is ahead of you. So yeah, thank you so much, pile number one, for clicking on my video and joining me today. If you feel called to leave me a like, subscribe, drop a comment in the comment box below if you enjoyed the video. I would love to chat with you guys. I'm also headed on a new adventure right now, so I really love what I do, and I'm so grateful to have a platform to be able to share what I love. So happy Cancer new moon. Bye, you guys. Hi, pile two. Thank you so much for joining me today. I forgot to mention in the intro that the Cancer new moon will be taking place on Tuesday, July 14th. So that's when all of this is going down. So let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards. I will leave all of them down in the description box below. For starters, we pulled Numa. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Breath. Then we pulled Duality. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Then we pulled Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius, as well as Don't Let Pride Get in the Way with the full moon in Leo. Now, what's interesting about these two is that they are opposing, the Leo and Aquarius oppose each other on the zodiacal wheel of the signs. And why I find this so fascinating is because we also have duality here, and they're both in full moon, so there's definitely some significance there. We also have Open Palms Mudra. Success. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment with Tankard. And Pig, beware of greed. All right, pile number 2. So now that we have all of your oracle cards laid out, this is giving us a little bit of insight about what themes will be going on for you, and then we will hop into the tarot. So for starters, I feel like there are some pretty big maybe moments of success, or just you will be spending some time in the limelight. I feel like whatever you have been doing has not only benefited you but benefits other people. Do beware of some people trying to get in on maybe the success that don't really deserve it or haven't earned their seat at your table. And that's not to hate on anybody, but this is more so coming through as setting boundaries with people. You may be oscillating between, wow, this is really awesome and I love what I'm doing here, and wanting to just be left alone. Like there could be, this gives me somebody who genuine, like maybe you have a creative career of sorts, but you know that in order to spend your life doing this creative career that you have to put yourself out there to make a living off of it. So it's like you have this super strong passion that you're delving into, or maybe even getting some kind of recognition for. But also at the same time, it's like you just kind of want to be left alone. So I do feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you are getting some kind of substantial recognition or rewards for all the work that you've put into this project that you're developing. I also feel like Spirit is advising you to just receive this moment, to be present with all the success and the abundance that is coming into your life. There could be an essence here of, you know, asking for help, especially if it's like you're being pulled in so many different places, asking for help. Asking for time to yourself. Beware of people being greedy just with your time and your energy. It could also be that you are being called to slow down just a little bit. Like too much of anything can be a bad thing, right? So if you're having all of these parties that you're attending in your life right now, or you're just living really fast due to all the just how well things have been going in your life, make sure you take the time to slow down and again just be with yourself too, because I think there's a part of you that is just very excited and is like wants to soak up all the joy and the opportunities that are coming with this, but at the same time we want to make sure that we're tending to ourselves, because it is ourselves that got us here in the first place, right? So make sure that you're setting boundaries and stuff like that. I wanted to take the time to read this Open Palms Mudra. This says, new beginnings, divine beings are supporting you. Prepare your body and allow for new energy and be open to signs. Something wonderful is about to happen for you. The timing of this might be unclear, but know that great beings of light are weaving their magic, and your heartfelt hopes are about to become a reality. This card asks you to prepare and open as you rest into tranquil inner reflection. On a physical level, prepare and open as you rest for inner reflect. On a physical level, you may need to declutter, energetically cleanse your living space, allowing new energy to flow through your home. By creating space within or around you, you allow an invigorating ocean breeze to sweep through your life, inviting new beings on multiple levels. Be alert to the workings of synchronicity at this time. This might take form in physical signs or talismans of personal significance appearing repeatedly, like seeing a butterfly, particular number, or a feather on your footpath. These can all herald that gifts are on the way for you. Watch for signs from beyond. reminding you to keep faith in your dreams. Exciting new beginnings are about to arrive. Yes, I really just feel like you're stepping into a time of so much joy and success and abundance. And yeah, I'm really excited for you. You may be healing some visibility wounds right now, but overall, like this is really, really powerful, pile number 2. And yeah, if you wait just a second, we will swipe these cards away and I will pull your tarot for you. Bye. Alrighty, pile number 2. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you using the Zodiac Tarot deck. This is the card that you picked, and I shuffled it a few times just now, and we have the Fool on the bottom. So this new moon heralds more new beginnings than you might imagine. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. What's going on for pile number 2 within their highest good and healing only spirit? What's going on for this Cancer new moon for them? We have 8 of Cups. Four of Swords. Wow. 9 of Swords. This is interesting. And the Page of Cups. This is really interesting in contrast to the cards that I pulled earlier. What I will say is that the themes of rest are definitely coming out here, especially if you have been living your life. Oh wow, and we have the Tower on the bottom. I didn't notice that. Wow. And I think the Tower was on the bottom of the cards that I pulled for pile number 1. So if you felt called to check out that pile too, there may be a message in there for you. So we have 8 of Cups, which talks about walking away from something in pursuit of something better. It could be that you're just trying to get some rest and rejuvenation, but really being worried about all these opportunities in front of you. It's like maybe there's an overwhelm of good things in your life that is like actually causing you some serious stress and some serious anxiety. Wow, it's like this is unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. Like, and I don't even want to say like, it's like, wow, to even have these problems is, like maybe that's something that you're struggling with, is even having these problems in the first place and feeling guilty about having these problems. I don't know, take that if it resonates. Wow. I'm gonna move these up some. Tower in reverse, clarifying the 4 of Swords. Well, there's all our reversals. Okay. 9 of Swords. We have Strength. And the 6 of Wands in reverse. And Page of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's get just one more card for the underlying energy of this. Okay, we have Knight of Wands on the bottom here. Okay. So, I definitely feel like there may be a touch of not being where we wanted to be yesterday. This could be prominent here. It may be that you're not seeing how far you've come along or how successful that you have been, and maybe whatever it is that you're walking away from is creating unnecessary fear and anxiety. I definitely feel like we are catastrophizing just a hair. So if this does come up for you, I just saw 444 on the clock here too. I do feel like all will be well. Don't listen to any fears, worries, or stressors that are telling you that you aren't meant for the good things to come ahead. I definitely feel like you know that there's more opportunities out there, but they're just gonna take time to build. It's like you have achieved all this success, which is requiring you to make these changes in your life. Wow, if you felt called to pile 1, I would really go check that one out. There definitely is some synchronicity and overlap here. Yeah. Just take your time. Get you a good sleep, a good rest in before making any kinds of decisions. But do know that, like, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Do not rush yourself. Slow down. Listen to your heart. Listen to where your intuition and the universe is guiding you. With this 8 of Cups coming out, a lot of people don't realize this, but this is the eclipse over here. Eclipse always mark fated endings and beginnings. So I do feel like there is a fated new beginning coming your way, and it's one that you are worthy of. So don't let your mind trick you by telling you that you're not meant to be where you are. This is a success. This is going to be something that's going to help you build your confidence in yourself and your career path. So don't listen to the fears and worries and doubts, pile number 2. You've got this. Let's see if we can get just any other additional advice for my pile number 2s. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups. How lovely. Yeah, whatever opportunity you are feeling called to, know that this is going to be one that is very emotionally fulfilling. We have the Lovers in reverse. It could be that whatever you're walking away from just isn't aligned with you anymore. And while y'all did have a lot of really beautiful, happy memories, y'all just aren't on the same path anymore. And I keep saying y'all, so maybe this is a person. Oh, yeah. Dang. I really do feel for you, pile number 2, because I feel like this may be a person that you're walking away from, and maybe there's nothing necessarily wrong about the person that you're walking away from. This could be somebody in your family as well. Like maybe you're just starting a new chapter, and this is like you moving away from home. That could be for some of you. I don't feel like this is all of you. Like there's just this really bittersweet energy coming through. Can I get some additional advice here? Oh, yeah. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have another card that came out with it as well. The 3 of Wands. So maybe this is something like there's just not a lot of more room for growth for you here. It could be that financially things don't equate or add up. And I feel like if you did continue to stay, it would just be forcing something that isn't authentic to you anymore. And yeah, I pulled the Chariot again, and or I pulled another card, and I pulled the Chariot just for some additional clarifiers. And the Chariot talks about, knowing what you want and following your heart. This may be a hard decision, but I really do feel like it's one where you have these really big and beautiful dreams, and they're worth following. And I just don't feel like for some reason. Yeah, Two of Swords. It could be that you're in this point of needing to make a decision, set a boundary. Oh, yeah. Six of Cups. I really feel like there was a lot of really beautiful memories here, but ultimately it's just not what you want. It's not emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, that just seems to be the main message that keeps coming up here. It's like maybe you're scared that financially things aren't going to work out for you. Like maybe you have less material wealth to work with by taking this new opportunity, but it's like you can stay in something that you know is not intuitively and authentically aligned with you and stay for money, but like, did you really even start that for this in the first place? Yeah, there's this does have a heaviness to it, man, but I do feel like your spirit team is saying, like, we don't have to demonize or this situation or anything like that, and unless of course like they're being just obviously very abusive or just abusive in general. That is definitely not good, but don't get too attached to the material. You know what you want, and you know that you are capable of having your dreams made, and I feel like you are on the path to a greater success, and it could be that this is just cutting into your time of having something in better alignment with you, and I don't feel like this is something that you feel called to do anymore. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, my pile twos, and I know that this is kind of a harsher, I mean, it really isn't, like, it just has like a really bittersweet energy to it, and so did pile one. So if you feel called to check out pile one, I would advise you to do so. If you don't, then yeah, thank you so much. I really love what I do. Have an amazing Cancer new moon, and be safe out there. If you feel called to leave a like, subscribe, or comment down below, I would love to start connecting with you guys and my collectives. All right, bye. Hi Pile 3, thank you so much for joining me today for your Cancer new moon oracle and tarot message. I didn't mention this in the intro of the video, however, the Cancer new moon will be taking place on Tuesday, July 14th. But yeah, thank you so much. I pulled some oracle cards, which I will be leaving in the description box below. So if you feel called to check those out or just want to purchase one of these decks for yourself, they will be down in the descriptors. I did want to say, I find this pile may overthink quite a bit, and just maybe you're more logical in your approach to life in general. Definitely some overthinkers here. I just got a message that it's not that serious. I don't want to invalidate anybody's situation or anything like that. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. But you may apologize a lot. And there's something that's not serving you anymore that is moving out of your life. So yeah, take that as additional confirmation. If you don't feel aligned with that at all, maybe this isn't the pile for you. All right, we have silver, argentum. We have multi-dimensionality, which came out in pile number 1. So if you felt called to pile number 1, maybe you should check that one out too. We have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Have faith in your dreams with waxing crescent moon. Sorry, I'm gonna redo that over here. You may feel connected to the color purple too. I just got that. And then we have Hand on Heart Mudra, as well as Nirvana Mudra. I'm gonna place those over here. You're the only pile so far that got 2 Mudra Oracle cards, as well as 4 tea leaf Oracle cards. So we have Beryl. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. And chair filled, someone new is entering your life. Alrighty. So for starters, pile number 3, I feel like you are going through quite a profound shift in your life. You may feel or resonate with being in like a liminal space, feeling as if you're not quite where you want to be, and maybe you're closing out some new like loose ends. Maybe you've done a lot of healing work recently and are moving into a different alignment or just a different walk in your life. You may be brushing up on some old skills. I feel as though we do have some creatives in the pile, or somebody who just has big dreams in terms of whatever it is that they're doing work-wise. It could be that you are leaving one job in pursuit of another. I get this because we do have the conclusions or within reach full moon eclipse, which always talks about endings here. And then we have faith in your dreams with waxing crescent. So I do feel like there's this renewed sense of hope here. We're working towards something new. And with this silver card, this card talks about polishing up on some old skills or just refining our practice in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're a tarot reader or something like that. I'm just, you know, I'm pulling on some low-hanging fruit here, but I just got an affirmation on my affirmation app that says, I live a life of balance and harmony, which is funny because with this wind chimes card here, we have peace and harmony. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. So maybe this is like a skill from a past life, or excuse me, confirmation burp there. Bless me, thank me. Yeah, but I just feel like there's like this blandness in your life. Like maybe you have a lot of material success, but emotionally you're just not fulfilled. Like I feel like there's this like blandness to your life. Although I don't feel like there is a lack of doing things. Like it could be that there's a lot of material comforts that you've been clinging on to, and they're just not really doing it for you anymore. I just feel like there's like maybe you've been on an adrenaline high for the past couple of months or something like that, and you're just yeah, you're just not emotionally fulfilled. It's like the Ouroboros, the snake that eats its own little butt, you know. Yeah, to put it frankly. I also wanted to read to you this Nirvana Mudra and the Hand on Heart Mudra. One, it helps me to learn these just a little bit more, and I just feel called to do it, so why not? Yeah, I feel like there's a need to like, I don't know if you've been struggling with a lot of anxiety recently, but like going with the flow. Maybe you mask yourself as somebody who's very go with the flow. One of my candles just went out too. That's interesting. But yeah, I do feel like something is coming to an end this full moon. Everything is not what it seems. So for the Nirvana Mudra, we have freedom, awakening, releases spiritual striving born of ego, used in rituals dedicated to all beings. It is in human nature to look forward to happier times when this or that falls into place. Often, there is a focus on material possessions and lofty spiritual ideals, but sometimes only a simple shift in perspective is needed to realize that bliss and contentment are already there for you. Bliss is the birthright of everyone. It keeps everything in balance and allows us to live a life full of life. Experience the color-filled gamut of earthly emotions. Loss and despair, love and joy represent two sides of the same coin. Both open our hearts in ways for healing and growth. Take a moment each day to be grateful for the life and its many gifts. Nirvana Mudra helps us to release the hard energy of striving. Yeah, and I love that I read this because it really does just kind of clarify that energy of like, I feel like it's like we are working so hard, and for what? And for what? Maybe we've filled ourselves to the brim with earthly pleasures of all kinds, and I'm in no position to judge here. I'm 5 years clean off of some hard shit, so not really judging you here, but I know this energy and this movie well. I've seen it before, Blu-ray, DVD, Disney Fast Play, you fucking name it, bro. Like I've seen it, and I feel like maybe you're undergoing a spiritual awakening right now. I'm not sure if you're new to stuff like this or not, but I definitely feel like spirit is calling you to maybe meditate more, to get into something a little bit more enticing or just emotionally fulfilling. I'm gonna hop on over to the Hand on Heart Mudra, and we will read that together as well. Okay. Ancestral healing, breaking free of negative family patterns and honoring your lineage. This card asks you to enter deeply into your origins, acknowledging the rainbow colors of your genetic history. It may, in many Indigenous Australian traditions, I apologize, paths that cross both land and sky are referred to as songlines, also known as dreaming tracks. They are the routes traveled by ancestral creator beings connecting people with the land and sacred sites. Similarly, our own ancestry lives within us, like an ancient echo of living energetic pathways. Visualize holding the hands of all of your ancestors. See a chain of souls spanning all the way back towards the center of creation. Focus on your heart energy, expanding to embrace these souls in a golden glow of peace and forgiveness. Regardless of the sort of life they lived on earth and the energetic resonance they passed down the line, let any tears of emotions flow and release them as they arise. Let any tears of emotions flow and release as they arise. Know that you are not the sum of this past story. You have an opportunity this lifetime to step free of your genetic conditioning. Find your unique soul calling and share this beauty with everyone in the sphere of your influence. So I apologize. I know that was kind of a rickety little reading. I'm working on my reading out loud. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like maybe there's something in your ancestral lineage, like a pattern of some sorts that is trying to be released at this time. Like going back to the maybe more toxic and harmful patterns that you possibly have been engaging in. Maybe this is something that your mother struggles with, your mom's mother struggled with, your mom's mother struggled with. You get what I'm saying. This isn't something that just happened overnight. Like, you'll come by it honestly, and it could be that a part of the reason that you incarnated here was to work through these ancestral patterns and free yourself from the chains that they had been binding on your soul or your energetic footprint. So yeah, if all of this resonates, we are going to hop into the tarot, or maybe this is just something that's coming up for you on the Cancer new moon. All right, I'll see you in the tarot. Bye. All right, pile 3, we're going to be getting into the tarot using the This Might Hurt Oracle or tarot deck. And here, let me go ahead and set your little Labradorite stone over there, my guy. Okay. All right, spirits, angels, ancestors, within my pile number 3's highest good and healing only. What messages do you have for them? Guidance, or just pieces of information you would like them to know about the Cancer new moon. All right, we have the 5 of Cups coming in. This is already kind of checking out for the energy that we had gotten into in the Oracle. All right, let's get some more cards here. Life in the fast lane. Knight of Wands in reverse. I got some partiers in this pile number 3. All right. What other card do you have? Okay. 9 of Wands. And last but not least, we have Temperance. Okay. Some of you guys like to party hardy. I'm going to just leave it at that. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your reading. Okay. Okay. Oh, and on the bottom we have a card that is unique to This Might Hurt tarot deck. And so sorry, I messed up my camera there. And it is the Infinity card. And whichever way it comes up is what cycle you're moving into. And we have this one with the little crazy wolf guy. I definitely feel as though you are trying to tame your emotions. We may be having some anger or some just fears, difficult, uncomfy emotions coming to play at this time. I definitely feel as though we're tired, we're burnt out, we're exhausted, but we've been going super fast. So I do feel like there's this energy of like, if you haven't been taking the time to slow down, to rest, and you have just been a yes man to everything, you are feeling the burnt out. I feel like your physical body is begging for a rest. And not only is this manifesting physically for you, I do feel as though like emotionally we're just feeling very, very pessimistic. And maybe again it's that cycle, that Ouroboros of we feel bad, so we engage in actions or behaviors to escape the feel bad, and that only leaves us feeling more tired, more lost, and more confused. And I do also want to say, if you're somebody who struggles with any kind of addiction of any kind, I applaud you for even, wanting to get better if that's something that you want. I know how difficult that cycle can be. And yeah, I think that it's a lot easier said than done for me to sit on the other side of this camera. I don't know what situation you were born into. And like I said, I feel like there may be some ancestral or familial connections here. So maybe addiction runs in your family or something like that. All right, we have Page of Wands in reverse as a clarifier for the 5 of Cups. Knight of Wands in reverse. What do we have as a clarifier here? We have the Hierophant. For the 9 of Wands, we have the 10 of Pentacles. and Temperance. We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And for the underlying energy spirit, we have Strength and Reverse. Okay. All right. Strength and Reverse on the bottom. So give me a second here. Yeah, okay. So pile number 3, I definitely feel like maybe you feel like a loss of control over yourself or of the direction of your life. It feels as though you're doing a lot of work for very little payout. Maybe you're just feeling energetically and emotionally spent. It could be that the people that you're spending time with are just draining your energy, and I really do feel for you. It seems like you have been going through a lot, and by no means am I here to tell you that it's easy and that you should feel differently than how you are currently feeling. I do feel like there's a part of you that wants a very materially secure life, and in this desire for security, it is shown you where maybe you place too much efforts into your material desires, your physical desires. And this could be something where, like, maybe, you know, again, like your dad treats you as love is very transactional, and so this is something that we have been taught from at a very early age in our lives, that love is transactional, or a lot of people for sure view love or get love confused with a means of control. And I would really love for you to ponder, what is it that you're wanting your material desires to bring you? Is it happiness? Is it success? Is it security? Is it health? Is it a car? What is it do you want that, and what do you want that thing to provide you for? I know for me that one of the things that I have been working on whenever it comes to my own prosperity manifestations is, instead of, you know, maybe having too tight of a grip onto money, praying for or manifesting more health, more love, more happiness, which I know sounds a lot easier said than done, but I promise you it works. And I don't know how deep into society or the systems of society you are, but please know that you have magic within you. There is nothing really all that special about me. I mean, I believe that everybody's special in their own way, but there's nothing special to me that you can't have too. Everybody has intuition. Everybody has the ability to manifest. There is no witch gene that you get that makes you able to do these things. You know, some people are born naturally athletic. It doesn't mean that if I didn't work out hard enough that I couldn't go train in the Olympics myself. It could be that you're struggling a little bit too at this time with the systems of government that are currently present wherever it is that you live. It could be that, you know, you're feeling very rebellious or just angry and frustrated with the systems present. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to know that you don't have to play by the rules of your society. You very well can tap into your own inner magic, and I know that that can be very overwhelming, especially if you haven't done it before, but just writing down a gratitude list can be a great place to start. It's not going to be something that changes overnight, but I do feel like getting out all that anger and frustration, as well as shifting your mindset onto things that you can be grateful for. So not ignoring the anger, utilizing that anger in a way that is productive for you and your situation. Nobody's telling you that your feelings are invalid. Like, it's 2026. I don't think any of us are stupid. You know what I mean? Like this systems can be fucked up, you know, and I'm not here to shame you for that or disagree with you. Not that you should really listen to my opinion. You should really listen to your own opinion, your own feelings, because I think that you've been playing by other people's rule book for a long fucking time, because it has got them what they wanted. And you're thinking that by you walking that same path that you're also going to get the desired results that your family got you. But you know, I just think we're playing a different game nowadays, and there needs to be some changes in your life that, one, help you to take care of yourself better, and help you to have better self-control. Maybe meditation or just getting into the more spiritual world will help you to detach. It could be that writing a gratitude list. It could be that right now it's just like you're so angry and you're so frustrated with life, like you just don't know where to go. And so you clicked on this video. I could definitely see that for some of you. I really want to stress that these changes aren't going to happen overnight, but a big shift is called for. So let's get some additional advice cards for you, pile number 3. What else do you have for pile number 3? Spirit within their highest good and healing only. We have the Ace of Swords coming out. I definitely feel like right now is not the time to make any brash decisions. I feel like maybe right now we're not thinking or seeing things clearly. It may be important to have a big emotional release. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I do feel like something has happened. And I'm speaking in present tense energy. I noticed, but yes, this still does apply for the Cancer new moon, and maybe this is something that you're experiencing now and wanting to see if it gets better by the Cancer new moon, or yeah, okay. There may be a perspective shift that is needed. The way that you talk to yourself, I'm getting. I really feel like the fears, going back to what I was getting at the beginning of the pile, like I just really feel like your fears dictate the way that you think and talk about yourself in your life. There could just be a lot of putting yourself down or having a perspective that everything bad happens to you. Like if something does happen, that maybe Spirit is trying to is like a blessing in disguise. I feel like your immediate reaction is, oh, this would happen to me. And Spirit is really wanting you to take your power back from your words. Words are spells. That's why they call them spelling, you know? Let's see. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of stuff from the past that you hold on to as well. Or haven't let go of yet. Maybe you lack closure or clarity. We have the Queen of Swords upright too. So maybe there needs to have some hard conversations. Maybe you need to get some stuff off of your chest. Especially if this is with your family. You know, you could have a lot of repressed anger. Eight of Cups. Yeah, I just really feel like whatever it is that you have been doing is not working for you, and there does need to be some kind of change or some kind of shift. We have on the bottom here, it's that same card that is unique to the This Might Hurt Tarot, but I feel like by making these hard decisions for change, you will be entering more peaceful times. So it's in the reverse, and I feel like you'll be much more confident on the other end of this. And then we have Ace of Cups in the reverse. It could be that your dating life has to do with some of this, or just like the contents of your relationship. Maybe you've never taken the time to delve into your self-love journey. And it's time to get to know yourself a little bit more intimately. I just feel like you've kind of built your life around what society has told you to be, and you're definitely not alone in that, pile number 3. So I really do wish you well, and I'm so sorry if you're going through anything difficult this Cancer new moon, but I do want to say that there's going to be so many opportunities for deeper self-understanding, as well as this awareness will bring you some brighter days ahead, or just opportunities to love yourself more deeply. And then we have heart, great happiness on the bottom. So do know that with these changes will come great happiness. All right, I love you so much. Oh wow, and on the bottom of that we have happiness. So I think happiness is the goal here, and things, quit playing by other people's rule books of happiness. Yeah, that feels good. All right, I love you, pile number 3. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would love to get to know you and my collective a little bit more deeply. So if you want to engage with me, this is my first video, but I really love what I do. I've been reading tarot for about 2.5 years now, and it is a great love of mine. So it makes me very happy, you could say. Alrighty, bye. Hi, pile number 4. Thank you so much for joining me today for your new moon in Cancer reading, which I forgot to mention in the beginning is happening on July 14th. I believe that will be on a Tuesday, whatever. So let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards. All of the oracle cards will be listed in the description box below if you are curious or would like to purchase one of them for yourself. So for starters, we have the Oil of Vitriol, and we got 2 Alchemy cards here. You were the only pile who got 2. So, and Sulfur. For our Sacred Geometry, we got Presence. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. We have got, oh, I just saw 111 on the timer. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. And your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. For our Mudra card, we got Chon Muka Muka Mudra. I don't know if I said that right, so I apologize if I did not. And we also got 4 tea leaf cards. So we got Scales, keep your life in balance. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Desk, pay attention to your work. And last but not least, Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, which intuitively I feel like is your work. Okay, so there seems to be somewhat of a tense energy in the air regarding this new moon in Cancer. It does seem that there is some kind of conversation that needs to be had, especially with I'm getting it could be a friend or a coworker. whatever it is, there seems to be some kind of commitment that is being re-examined at this time. Say you went into a business partnership with a friend or something like that. This is coming to surface at this time. There could be some tension, anger, resentment built up, and it needs to be expressed, or it might explode. With this Oil of Vitriol card, it does talk about the buildup of resentment, but once it is released, it will be for the better of them all. So do keep that in mind. This is happening for the highest good of both parties in the situation. Oh, I just get a little spinny on that selenite. Woo. Yeah, and selenite is a cleansing crystal. And also, do you just want to say y'all's pile has selenite in it, so maybe y'all need to go through some kind of cleansing emotionally, physically, something along those lines. This John Mudra talks about health and needing to pay better attention to the physical body. It could be that there are some stressors physically that are weighing on you that are just making it harder for you to function. It may be that you need more balance in how you are living your life. There seems to be some kind of new study that you're also, maybe you're learning something new. This could be a new diet. This could be just a new way of living. You're learning something new. Do keep an open mind. Yeah, I'm excited to get into the tarot. I don't really have too much to say other than this might be an emotionally charged, communicative moon for you guys. I'm excited to get a little bit more into it, but yeah, let's go ahead and pop over to the tarot. I'll see you in a second. Bye. All right, so again, y'all picked the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck, flipping right open to the Three of Swords in reverse, which is talking about releasing any emotional pain. I do feel like there is somewhat of an emotional cleansing going on for you guys, pile number 4. So let's get a little bit more into that. How is this Cancer new moon going to impact my pile number 4s? What do they need to know within their highest good and healing only, Spirit? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm wondering if this commitment has to do with money or just like a, I don't know, maybe an instability and insecurity. We have the 10 of Wands here. Maybe financially you don't feel like you're being compensated by somebody for all the hard work and labor that you've been doing. And we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay. All right. So I also wanted to note that we have Justice in reverse on the bottom. So we definitely feel like there is an unfair imbalance in whatever situation is coming up for you for the Cancer new moon. This seems like maybe there is a material imbalance, a lack of work going both ways. It could be that, let me sit with this for a second. There's a project that you're trying to nurture. I just keep getting business opportunity. But it's hard to do that when you're also taking on the work of other people. And now you're at a point where like maybe you're snapping or just being like very, very defensive. Like there's a heightened sense of irritability that's going on right now. Maybe you feel like people want what you have. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's get a clarifier for the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit. Okay, we got a couple of cards. Wow, King of Pentacles. Woof. And the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Which is interesting. Yeah, this is really interesting. Huh. Maybe this is a partner that you don't feel like is putting in their part financially. Can I have a clarifier for the Queen of Pentacles? We have, wow, so many pentacles, like Ace of Pentacles to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay. Can I have a clarifier for the 10 of Wands here, Spirit? 2 of Cups. And for the 7 of Wands in reverse, kind of a clarifier here. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there seems to be some kind of miscommunication. Like, this does seem to be a connection where both parties, at the very least, have mutual adoration, love, or respect for each other. But there seems to be some kind of imbalance that is leading to resentment or just miscommunication. It may be that one party is feeling stuck and it's getting projected onto the other person. I'm sitting with this some more. I feel like both parties are just trying to really protect themselves here from any kind of past situation repeating again, but maybe there hasn't been a conversation. There really needs to be a conversation. Past stuff being projected onto your current situation. Okay. Woo! Okay, so some more clarifiers. We have the Emperor in reverse, the 3 of Cups in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. I'm not sure how much of that can be shown. I forget that YouTube be doing things sometimes in terms of censoring. So I'm gonna know that the Devil in reverse is down there as well. Maybe there is some kind of like controlling party. Ooh, this is hot. Maybe there's some kind of controlling third party that is trying to take advantage of the situation. Somebody with a lot of anger. Let's get some advice. I actually would like to pull a few tea leaf oracles on the situation just for additional before I pull some advice cards. I have some additional advice cards. February. Okay. Maybe this started back in February. Can I have some more, please? Keep your life in balance. Wow, I'm pulling like all the same cards. It's so funny. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So maybe you've just been so laser focused on something. Family. Affairs with your family. A change for the better. Okay, so this is definitely something that like we got in the beginning. Like there's something that needs to be aired out between you and another party about the resentments that's been building up against each other. Maybe this is with an older woman. Sorry. Sometimes I love these tea leaf oracles because they're so specific, but like also at the same time they really lack like symbolism. Okay, so you just kind of have to take them as is. Love, deep affection, and caring. So I do feel like there's a lot of love between you and this person. Maybe this miscommunication is just, you know, okay. Advice from a friend. Yeah, maybe it would be good for you to vent to somebody about this or take it to your diary before actually bringing it to this person, because right now it could be that like anything that we would say to each other would just not, it would not go over well. Career. So again, maybe this is somebody you work with. Maybe this is like a boss, mentor. Honor and respect will come to you. So I do feel like by you being honest, there, like you may be fearing the worst. Like maybe you have some, yeah, maybe you just have a lot of fears from being gaslit or something like that. Okay. In need of help, assistance, or guidance, which that message came out with the Mudra cards. So I'm wondering if like you need to ask for help from somebody, but you're just scared to ask for help. And then you are on the road to success, mountain road. Like maybe this is like the whole shit is like you just need to ask for help. But you're scared to ask for help. Like this seems like so much of a bigger problem than it is. Yeah. Your brain is doing numbers to attack on you, friend. Or attacking on you hard. I want to get one last Moonology card for you because I just feel called to. What else can you give my pile number 4s? Meditate and contemplate with a new moon in Pisces. It could be good for you to rest before having this conversation. So it could be, I just saw 12-12. Maybe ask your spirit guides for some additional advice. Like maybe you're a pretty spiritual person. And then we also have on the bottom here, your dreams need a practical plan. This card talks a lot about like needing to understand the financial implications of the dreams that you want. So Maybe it's that you need to get another budget going around or you need to ask for assistance. Maybe your work just needs some help. Maybe somebody isn't putting in their fair share financially, and that's leading to a lot of resentment. Yeah, we have Queen of Cups coming out in reverse here as well. So I do feel like your emotions are clouding the situation. We're not seeing things clearly. And then we have the 8 of Swords on the bottom. So double whammy there. We're definitely tripping. There's a need to get out of your head into your body. If you don't have anybody to talk to, I would advise asking your spirit team for help, journaling, just saying it out loud, maybe in your car or in a safe space before having this conversation. Again, I know a lot of this is easier said than done. Yeah, but I think right now you're not in a place to make this decision in a emotionally sound way. So and that isn't to hate on you at all, but I definitely think that your spirit team is wanting you to listen to yourself and to not self-abandon here, pile 4. So anyway, I really hope that this was helpful for you and this can give you the assistance that you need in your journey. And thank you so much for sticking around for my first ever tarot oracle video. And I'm so excited to do these pick-a piles. They mean so much to me. I love what I do. Yeah, I really love what I do. So it's really cool to be able to share this with everyone. I love you so much. Thank you. Bye.